Mahatma Gandhi, also known as Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was one of the most influential political and spiritual leaders of the 20th century. Born in Porbandar, Gujarat in 1869, Gandhi transformed the struggle for Indian independence into a moral movement based on truth, self-discipline and non-violence. Before becoming the leader of India's freedom movement, Gandhi studied law in London and later worked in South Africa. There, he experienced racial discrimination firsthand. This experience deeply shaped his political philosophy and inspired him to fight injustice through peaceful resistance instead of violent revolution. Unlike many political leaders, Gandhi believed politics could not be separated from morality. From him, freedom was not only about removing British rule but also about transforming human character. He wanted individuals to cultivate honesty, compassion, simplicity, and spiritual awareness in everyday life. Gandhi wore simple khadi cloth, lived modestly, and rejected luxury. This simplicity was not symbolic alone. It reflects his belief that leader must live like ordinary people. Through his lifestyle, he became a moral example for millions struggling under poverty, inequality, and colonial domination. Across the world, Gandhi inspired movements for civil rights and peace. Leaders like Martin Luther and Nelson Mandela take inspiration from his method. Gandhi philosophy remains relevant today whenever people seek justice without hatred or violence. Truth was the foundation of Gandhi's entire philosophy. He often said, "Truth is God." Unlike traditional religious thinkers who claim God creates truth, Gandhi reversed the idea and argued that truth itself is the highest spiritual reality guiding human existence. For Gandhi, truth was not limited to speaking honestly. It meant living authentically in thought, speech, and action. A person devoted to truth must avoid hypocrisy, selfishness, exploitation, and fear because these distort the moral clarity necessary for genuine human freedom. Gandhi also believed human being cannot possess absolute truth completely. Since every individual sees reality from a limited perspective, humility becomes essential. This belief encourages tolerance and dialogue because opponents may also hold part of the truth within their own experiences. His famous autobiography, The Story of My Experiment with Truth, reflects this idea clearly. Gandhi viewed life itself as an experiment where individuals constantly test moral principles through action, self-reflection, discipline, and willingness to admit mistake honestly. Truth for Gandhi demanded courage. A truthful person should be ready to suffer for justice rather than compromise moral values for comfort or power. This connection between truth and sacrifice later became central to his method of political resistance and social transformation. Non-violence or Ahimsa was Gandhi's most famous principle. However, he did not see non-violence as weakness or passive surrender. Instead, he considered it a powerful moral force capable of transforming both the oppressor and the oppressed through compassion and self-control. According to Gandhi, violence creates cycle of hatred and revenge. Even if violence achieves temporary victory, it ultimately damages human dignity. Non-violence, on the other hand, seeks justice while preserving respect for human life and moral conscience. Gandhi believed true non-violence required immense inner strength. A non-violent individual must control anger, ego, greed, and fear. Therefore, Ahimsa was not merely political strategy, it was a spiritual discipline demanding patience, courage, forgiveness, and emotional maturity. During India's freedom struggle, Gandhi organized peaceful protest, boycott, and marches instead of armed rebellion. The Salt March of 1930 became a historic example of non-violence resistance where ordinary people challenged colonial injustice without using physical force against their oppressor. Gandhi acknowledged that perfect non-violence is difficult to achieve completely, yet he insisted humanity must continue striving towards it because civilization advances not through greater destruction but through deeper compassion, cooperation, and respect for the interconnectedness of all living beings. Satyagraha is one of Gandhi's greatest contributions to the political philosophy. The word combines Satya, meaning truth, and Agraha, meaning firmness or insistence. Thus, Satyagraha means holding firmly to truth through peaceful resistance and moral courage. Unlike violent revolution, Satyagraha does not aim to destroy opponents. Instead, it attempts to awaken their conscience through disciplined suffering and ethical action. Gandhi believed moral transformation is more powerful and lasting than victory achieved through fear and coercion. Civil disobedience became an important method within Satyagraha. Gandhi encouraged people to peacefully refuse unjust laws while accepting punishment without hatred. This willingness to suffer exposed the injustice of oppressive system before the eye of society and the world. For Gandhi, Satyagraha required strict ethical discipline. Participants had to remain truthful, non-violent, fearless, and self-control. Without moral discipline, resistance could easily become revenge. Therefore, personal transformation was necessary before attempting social or political transformation. Gandhi successfully used Satyagraha in movements against racial discrimination in South Africa and colonial rule in India. Today, this philosophy continues to influence peaceful protests, civil rights movements, and democratic struggle across different countries and historical contexts. Swaraj. Swaraj is commonly translated as self-rule, but Gandhi gave the term as much deeper meaning. Political independence from British rule was important. Yet true Swaraj also meant self-discipline, moral responsibility, and freedom from inner weakness like greed and hatred. According to Gandhi, a nation cannot become truly free if its citizens remain morally dependent, selfish, or corrupt. Therefore, Swaraj begins with the individual. A disciplined and ethical society form the foundation of genuine political freedom and democratic life. Gandhi supported decentralized village-based democracy. He believed villages should become self-reliant, communities capable of producing their own necessities. This vision opposed excessive industrial centralization and encouraged local participation, cooperation, and economic independence among ordinary people. The spinning wheel or charkha became a symbol of Swaraj. Gandhi encouraged Indians to spin their own cloth and reject foreign products. This was not merely economic protest, it represented dignity of labor, self-reliance, and resistance against colonial exploitation. For Gandhi, Swaraj also included social equality. He opposed untouchability, caste discrimination, and religious hatred. Freedom had little meaning if sections of society continued to suffer humiliation and exclusion. Thus, Swaraj demanded moral and social reform alongside political independence. Gandhi strongly criticized modern industrial civilization, especially in his work Swaraj. He argued that modern society become obsessed with material progress, speed, consumption and machinery while neglecting moral values, spiritual balance and human relationships. He believed uncontrolled industrialization increased exploitation and inequality. Large industries often concentrate wealth and power in the hand of a few while workers experience alienation, poverty and loss of dignity. Gandhi feared such system weaken human compassion and community life. Gandhi did not reject science completely, but he questioned blind faith in technology. According to him, technological progress without ethical responsibility can produce violence, environmental destruction, and moral emptiness. Therefore, science must serve humanity rather than dominate it. Gandhi argued modern civilization encourages endless desire and consumerism. When people constantly chase luxury and competition, inner peace disappears. He promoted simplicity and restraint as healthier alternatives capable of creating harmony between human needs, society, and nature. Today, Gandhi's critiques appear increasingly relevant in discussion about climate change, consumer culture, mental stress, and economic inequality. Many scholars view his philosophy as an early warning against unsustainable development and the dangers of excessive materialism in modern society. Mahatma Gandhi was not merely a political leader. He was a moral philosopher who attempted to transform society through ethical living. His ideas connect politics with spirituality, emphasizing that justice cannot survive without truth, compassion, and self discipline. Through truth, non-violence, Satyagraha, and Swaraj, Gandhi created a unique philosophy of resistance rooted in human dignity. He demonstrated that ordinary people, united by moral courage, can challenge even the most powerful system of oppression peacefully. Although some critics argue Gandhi's ideas are idealistic, his influence on global peace movement remained undeniable. His method inspired struggle for civil rights, democracy, racial equality, and social justice across different countries and historical periods. Gandhi's critique of modern civilization also continue to provoke important questions. In an age of technological advancement, environmental crisis, and growing inequality, his emphasis on simplicity, ethical responsibility, and human-centered development remain deeply significant. Ultimately, Gandhi's philosophy invites humanity to rethink the meaning of progress and freedom. His life reminds us that true civilization is not measured by wealth or power alone, but by the capacity to live truthfully, peacefully, and compassionately with others. If you are still watching, I hope you are finding this content useful. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel and share your thought in the comment. Your support motivates me to create even more content like this.